On December 31, 2024, a significant event unfolded at Guantanamo Bay detention camp. Rida bin Saleh al-Yazidi, a Tunisian national, was finally repatriated to his home country. Yazidi had spent over 2 decades, a staggering 22 years within the confines of the controversial detention facility. His release marked a momentous occasion, as Yazidi was among the longest-held detainees at Guantanamo. He was apprehended near the Afghanistan border by Pakistani authorities in December 2001. The U.S. suspected Yazidi of al-Qaeda ties, a claim contested throughout his detention. Despite these allegations, Yazidi was never formally charged with a crime. Cleared for transfer in 2007, diplomatic obstacles kept him confined for 17 more years. His case raises profound questions about due process and human rights at Guantanamo. Today, Guantanamo Bay detention camp stands as a stark reminder of the ongoing challenges in addressing the legacy of the war on terror. With Yazidi's departure, the number of detainees held at the facility has dwindled to 26. Of these remaining individuals, 14 have been deemed eligible for transfer, their fate hanging in the balance as the U.S. government navigates diplomatic channels to secure their release. 9 detainees still face a more uncertain future. These individuals are either awaiting trial or have been convicted of war crimes. Their continued presence at Guantanamo underscores the legal and ethical complexities surrounding their cases, as the U.S. grapples with how to administer justice for alleged acts of terrorism. The stories of these remaining detainees, much like Yazidi's, serve as a stark reminder of the human cost of Guantanamo's enduring presence. The gradual reduction in the detainee population at Guantanamo, from a high of nearly 800 during the Bush administration to the current figure of 26, reflects a shift in U.S. policy towards the controversial detention facility. However, the fact that individuals remain imprisoned at Guantanamo, some for over 2 decades without charge, continues to draw international criticism and fuel debates about the legality and morality of indefinite detention. Guantanamo Bay's notoriety extends far beyond the individual cases of those detained within its walls. Established in 2002 in the wake of the September 11th attacks, Guantanamo quickly became synonymous with the Bush administration's war on terror. Located on a U.S. naval base in southeastern Cuba, the facility was chosen for its perceived legal ambiguity, existing outside the jurisdiction of both U.S. and international courts. Over the years, Guantanamo has housed an estimated 780 detainees. Many of these individuals, like Yazidi, were captured during military operations in Afghanistan and Iraq, often based on flimsy intelligence or dubious allegations. The vast majority of detainees were never formally charged with a crime, and many languished in legal limbo for years, subjected to harsh interrogation techniques and deprived of basic due process rights. Section 4. The struggle to close Guantanamo. The closure of Guantanamo Bay detention camp has been a long and arduous journey, fraught with political obstacles and legal complexities. The facility, established in the aftermath of the September 11th attacks, quickly became a lightning rod for controversy, drawing condemnation from human rights groups and international organizations for its indefinite detentions and alleged human rights abuses. Successive U.S. presidents, from George W. Bush to Barack Obama to Joe Biden, have grappled with the legacy of Guantanamo, recognizing the need to shutter a facility that has tarnished America's image abroad. President Obama made closing Guantanamo a cornerstone of his administration's human rights agenda, but faced stiff opposition from Congress, which enacted restrictions on transferring detainees to the U.S. mainland. While Obama managed to reduce the detainee population significantly, his efforts to close Guantanamo were ultimately unsuccessful. The Trump administration reversed course, vowing to keep Guantanamo open and even suggesting its use for new detainees. President Biden, upon taking office, revived the Obama administration's goal of closing the facility, but has faced similar challenges in overcoming congressional roadblocks and navigating the complex legal and diplomatic hurdles associated with transferring detainees. Section 5. Yazidi's story. A microcosm of Guantanamo's challenges. The case of Rida bin Saleh al-Yazidi stands as a stark reminder of the complexities and enduring challenges associated with Guantanamo Bay. Yazidi's prolonged detention, His eventual clearance for transfer, and the subsequent delays that kept him imprisoned for years, encapsulate the systemic issues that have plagued Guantanamo since its inception. His story underscores the arbitrary nature of detention at Guantanamo, where individuals accused of terrorism-related activities were often held on flimsy evidence, or based on intelligence that later proved faulty or unreliable. The fact that Yazidi was cleared for transfer in 2007, only to remain imprisoned for a further 17 years due to diplomatic hurdles and other bureaucratic obstacles, highlights the Kafkaesque nature of the Guantanamo system. Moreover, Yazidi's case exemplifies the human cost of indefinite detention. The psychological toll of prolonged imprisonment without charge, coupled with the uncertainty surrounding his fate, undoubtedly left an indelible mark on Yazidi and his family. His story serves as a potent reminder that the legacy of Guantanamo extends far beyond the physical boundaries of the detention camp, impacting the lives of detainees, their families, and the broader perception of justice and human rights. Section 6. Lingering Shadows of Doubt. Despite efforts to dismantle the Guantanamo Bay detention camp, its shadow continues to loom large, casting a long shadow over America's commitment to human rights and the rule of law. The very existence of Guantanamo, a place where individuals were held for years without trial, subjected to harsh interrogation techniques, and denied basic due process rights, stands in stark contrast to the values of justice and fairness that the United States purports to uphold. The ongoing debate surrounding the closure of Guantanamo reflects deep divisions within American society and the international community about how to address the legacy of the war on terror. While some argue that Guantanamo is a necessary tool in the fight against terrorism, others view it as a stain on America's moral conscience, a symbol of the excesses and overreach of the post-9/11 era. The release of detainees like Rita bin Saleh al-Yazidi, while a step in the right direction, does little to address the systemic issues that have plagued Guantanamo since its inception. The fact that individuals remain imprisoned at the facility, some for over 2 decades without charge, raises profound questions about the future of Guantanamo and its impact on America's standing in the world. Section 7. A Stain on Justice. Guantanamo Bay's legacy is complex and troubling. It stands as a stark reminder of the challenges in balancing national security with human rights. Despite years of indefinite detention, individuals like Rita bin Saleh al-Yazidi emerged. Their stories are a powerful indictment of the facility's injustices. The fight to close Guantanamo is about restoring America's commitment to the rule of law. It underscores the importance of transparency, accountability, and due process. Only by acknowledging past mistakes can we move forward from the shadow of Guantanamo.